வான் நின்று உலகம் வழங்கி வருவதால்தான் அமிழ்தம் என்றுறப் பாற்று. By the continuance of rain, the world is preserved in existence. It is therefore worthy to be called Ambrosia. How does something small like a raindrop or a kind act create massive impact? Can wisdom truly be universal, bridging generations, cultures, and even universes? The cramped yet orderly chamber lay in eerie stillness, the usual hum of the engines absent, leaving only the silent booths and the bolted down table pressing against the walls. Dearest Lata, this may be the last letter I write to you. Rajamani put the pen down, wondering if it was indeed his last hour. His hands trembled slightly as he stared at the rest of the page, the words refusing to come, creaking noises all around him, a metallic groan that echoed through the corridors. He glanced at the flickering light above, its dim glow casting long shadows on the wall. Outside the thick porthole, the dark abyss of the ocean loomed, a reminder of how far they were from the surface. 36 hours earlier. It'll be a day or maximum 2 before I come back home, said Rajamani to his tearful daughter, Lata. Pink skirt billowed in the persistent wind that swept through the bustling port where they were all gathered. She hugged her grandfather, Sahasranamam, tight, her small fingers clutching his weathered hand. The old man stood tall, his face a mask of calm, though his eyes betrayed a flicker of worry. Look, Kutti, I'm carrying these books with me, Thirukkural and One Piece. I'll try to call you once in a while to discuss Thirukkural and Lappy, said Rajamani, holding up the worn-out copies. Lata looked at him, her sad expression changing to one of mock anger. She broke into a smile, shaking her head at her goofy dad. Even I know that it is Luffy, said the 70-year-old retired baker, Sahasranamam, playfully. I'm proud of you. I will take care of her. Rajamani bid them farewell from the bottom of the slanted stairs leading to the submarine. He took one last look at the shore and the skies, the horizon a blur of grey clouds and choppy waves. A raindrop fell from above onto his lips, cool and fleeting. He licked it absent-mindedly, the taste of salt and freshness mingling on his tongue. வான் நின்ற உலகம் வழங்கி வருவதால் தான் அமிழ்தம் என்றுறப் பாற்று. By the continuance of rain, the world is preserved in existence. It is therefore worthy to be called Ambrosia. Ambrosia, the food of the gods indeed, thought Rajamani as he entered the hatch of the submarine. The heavy metal door clanged shut behind him, sealing him inside the belly of the beast. The air was thick with the scent of oil and steel, a far cry from the open skies and fresh air he had left behind. Rajamani went straight to the kitchen, his tools slung over his shoulder. He found the person he was looking for, Mali. The submarine chef stood by the counter, his rotund frame clad in a white uniform. He took off his chef's hat and shook Rajamani's hand, his grip firm and welcoming. Here I am, all because I helped you lift your luggage at the airport, said Rajamani, a wry smile tugging at his lips. Welcome to the tube. It all starts with a simple act of kindness, Mali replied, his hearty laughter filling the small space. His belly jiggled with each chuckle, a comforting sight in the otherwise sterile environment. வான் நின்று உலகம் வழங்கி வருவதால்தான் அமிழ்தம் என்றுறப் பாற்று. By the continuance of rain, the world is preserved in existence. It is therefore worthy to be called Ambrosia. Of course, man, you jumped to 10 hoops before they take you a supplier. Brutal, Mali added, his tone light but his eyes sharp. He led Rajamani to his bunk bed, a cramped space with dim flickering lights that made the room feel even smaller. Rajamani wondered if he would ever get used to the jigsaw puzzle-like arrangement, the claustrophobic confines of life underwater. Thankfully, he had to stay only for the night. As if reading Rajamani's thoughts, Mali said, Don't worry, we never go under the water with civvies. That's a relief. You have me for company, man, said Mali, and flicked his chef hat sideways. Just as Luffy relies on Sanji's cooking to keep him strong and energized, I too will be a constant presence in the kitchen, working with you, Rajamani said, trying to lighten the mood. Mali raised an eyebrow. Luffy? Sanji? Rajamani chuckled. Long story, Mali. My daughter got me into this manga anime thing and now I'm addicted. Luffy and Sanji are characters in that anime. Luffy is the captain who loves food, and Sanji, the best chef in the pirate world. Before Mali could respond, a siren blared through the submarine. Its shrill sound cutting through the air like a knife. Rajamani froze, his heart pounding in his chest. What does that mean? He asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Wait for it. It could be drill, replied Mali, craning his neck in different directions, his usual jovial demeanor replaced by a tense alertness. The announcement came moments later, cold and clinical. This is not a drill. All personnel, man your posts. I repeat, this is not a drill. All personnel, man your posts. Mali turned to Rajamani, his expression grim. Sorry, Raja. We are going under the water.